Who'd have thought a simple service would make such a difference? Woo!
Do you know how we said there was an automatic? He lied.
I lied. Oh, we've got problems. This is quite scary, that one.
Yeah.
So today we're down at Andy's garage and we've got the Rover 200 BRM, so there's some more BRM content coming this way. And in this video we're going to be servicing it. So something that I've wanted to do since I've had the car was service it. I didn't really get a load of service history with it, but I did get loads of paperwork, but just no really specific service history. So without a doubt we're going to be doing the service on this video. That's going to consist of the oil filter. I've got plugs down there. I've also got a nice pipe across air filter just to get that induction roll a little bit better. It does sound really cool, this engine, but it just needs a little bit more, and it's still blowing a little bit from the exhaust pipe, so I think we'll sort that as well. Oh, and here's Basil.
Here's Baz and his daily. Just want it for the fairs, boys.
Is this how you roll in it, Baz?
Every day. Like that order.
British sports cars today. We've got Rover 200 BRMs, we've got Aston Martin DB7 Vantages. It's all go, man, honestly. Anyway, yeah, back to the Rover. So the centre pipe, I think there's still some sort of blow there, which sounds a little bit odd. We will sort that out. I'm thinking about decutting it, to be honest. It's probably the simplest thing to do. But the pipe across will hopefully make the induction roll a little bit nicer. And also, we've got a timing belt kit. Now, this engine is pretty advanced. It's got 2 timing belts. So we've got all that to get through, so let's get on with it. Well, after a cup of tea, obviously, you know what I mean?
Oh, look at that. Big box one.
It's pretty tiny, isn't it? Teeny tiny. It's a teeny tiny. It's a teeny tiny filter. Aha!
I didn't see your car, so they're definitely.
Okay. Oh, what was that? What was that, Spence? What was that? Oh, did you get that on the camera? Who was that? You absolute muppet. Look at that.
I was just trying to splash it to get you back, Now for not telling us about the car and just getting it.
Oh, this is the punishment, was it?
Yeah.
Got a whole new exhaust on there.
Ah, it's brand new, isn't it? The exhaust. Looks in good nick, aye. I see, I found a decat pipe, so I'll just remove that. No.
Oh, Basil.
Absolutely not.
Show you my brakes on the car.
Wow. Looks pretty good underneath here, I have to say.
And the brake flex on that front man. And I'm on this side. Pretty neat.
See, everyone thought it'd be rotten underneath here. Looks in good shape, doesn't it, actually?
What? I'm gonna take the hoodie off.
The merch. The crazy merch, I know.
Got a metal brace on there that went up there, which meant you couldn't get the belt and that off. You had to take all this metal brace. It was a bit of a tricky one. But when they didn't have that brace on.
And that hasn't got a brace on. Well, yeah. Should we put the engine oil in now before we forget?
Why do you think I'd forget that?
I don't know.
How you forget you
I just think it's a good idea, you know what I mean?
Well, I think you should do it then.
Let's get the engine oil in, and then we'll do the timing belt. I don't want him to look at it, to be honest. I don't want the truth. It might not be very easy to take.
You've been revving bits off that.
Getting it everywhere.
You're struggling to control that.
I am,
You're not used to the length.
It's quite the length, you know that. Think baby. Fresh plugs.
What torque setting are these?
FD.
Fairly tight.
Oh, and there's the old plug there next to the new plug. NGK, PFR 6 ends.
Look at that hooah.
Woo! I think they need a change, didn't they?
There's a look at the cap.
There's a little bit of moisture been sitting on top of the plugs. Slightly worn there, slightly worn. It's actually quite well laid out, the engine bay, isn't it? I had this like impression that Rover as well. Crap, but it's actually very well nice in the bay. What?
Quarter.
Oh! I felt
that would have went over the torque setting.
I felt your wrist click there, mind. It was like, there's only one place good for them. I'm trying to describe the engine. It's a rare engine, this, you know.
Sorry, put a 20 valve in.
You're going to destroy the engine now, so we'll have to put a 20 valve in. Oh, it's got a Quentin Hazel belt on as well.
Yeah, been done before.
Why has it got two? For the cam.
Because there's actually two intake cams. It's not like one cam, it's two. So the exhaust cam has
And
to drive.
that one gets driven off that, and that one driven off that. But some magically,
is in the middle, some fandangery.
some what's it? Voodoo, witchcraft.
Well, that wasn't the answer I was going
That's
for.
what it is.
But, you know.
It was Rover engineered at the time.
British engineer.
British engineer.
At its best.
Right, shit's getting serious, so I'm going to break out the mechanic's #1 tool, and that is the Haynes manual. I'm not sure you're doing it right, Stas.
Probably not.
No, it says here, general information precautions. Generally, the engine should not be worked on by Muppets.
How's that?
First chapter, don't let Spence look at the engine. I haven't even found what chapter
You're just flicking through that like you know what you do.
I quite like the pretty pictures, yes.
What's wrong? Is British engineering failing?
There's nothing wrong, Spence. This is just, a little bump in the road. I like these bumps, it builds character. You should know.
Don't like character building.
You were taught how to build character a whole 9 years ago, weren't you?
No, let's not talk about that.
Oh, this one's fighting a bit now. I just messed on with the alternator bolt for ages and then realised that the alternator pulley tension bolt is actually there. Had Spencer's life, bless him. That's now sorted, so we can get the bottom pulley off, and then we can time the engine up and get the locking tool in. Ready. Question is, Benny, have you got a K-Series specialist locking tool?
No, I don't.
You don't have one? No. Alright. Well, now we have. Check that bad boy out. There we go. Oh,
That's fucked.
oh my good God.
It's supposed to be one piece.
What have you just done? You've just... I don't believe it. You've just destroyed my engine mount.
That's supposed to be one piece, do you think?
Nah, that's meant to be moulded, that. I mean, you've literally just destroyed my engine mount.
Nothing's broken on it.
You've just... Look, you know what it is? It's the way that you just couldn't give a shit. Look at that. This is a rare British sports car, and you're just destroying it.
Destroying that 22-year-old rubber, I know.
What the hell? Andy, when am I going to get a fucking engine mount for?
20 years ago, probably you Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah.
You're back at you, babe.
Ah, of course, yeah. There you go. Baz knows. This is quite scary, that one.
Yeah. Right.
Oh well, I need a new engine mount. Because that one's dead.
Take it off completely.
Might as well pull it off, alright? Right, the cams are locked, the coolant's out. Time to remove the belt.
Only about 20 minutes.
Oh, we're at about the 3.5 minute mark at the minute, so if Michael was here, then Michael would say that we're doing it very professional. Very professional. The belt's off now, so we're going to do the water pump as well. So I've just drained the coolant, but we've run out of time for today because Andy wants to go home in his garage, so let's face it, he makes the rules, he decides. So we'll pick this up tomorrow. Now that's a cool shot, isn't it? Like that. More to come on this one. Spence, are you going to take us home then?
Wait, what's wrong with the Rover? Is it daily driver?
No, it's in bits.
Well, I think it will only take a half an hour, won't it?
Well, I think so, it probably would if you didn't break stuff.
Oh, so I'll give you a lift because I broke something.
But you broke the engine mount, so let's face it.
Nothing to do with 22 years worth of life.
Happy birthday!
Wow! Welcome back. Beautiful morning. Actually, it's not. It's absolutely minging out here. It's crazy. It's raining and all sorts. The isolation summertime is well and truly over. But back down at Andy's garage today, going to sort out the Rover 200 BRM's cam belt. I started it yesterday, but obviously just ran out of time. Today we're going to bash on with that, and I also have to get a new engine mount. Baz is going to take us to a place that he knows just along there that does Rover MG spares and all the rest of it, because you know Spence was heavy-handed and knocked that. I think Spence got on about the water pump yesterday, so I think we'll bash on with that. Now, I put a picture on Instagram and Facebook last night, a really nice picture of the 200 BRM plus Andy's Escort. What's the crack, man? Everyone's like, oh, is the head gasket gone? You need to get some faith in this Rover, honestly. It's a reliable car, I'm telling you. We'll not be doing head gaskets. But get behind the Rover, honestly, it's cool. Because if you don't, let's face it, we're going to have some problems. Oh, we've got problems. Oh, we did have anyway. Now when we pulled the cam belt off, we noticed that it was a little bit slack. And that was because the tension had actually snapped. Bar me that, check that out. INA, Great Britain. It's probably why it snapped, to be honest. This one's probably made in China and it'll last a lot longer. Now, I don't think that was replaced the last time it was done, because the whole cam belt kit was Quentin Hazel, and then that's an INA tensioner. Absolute junk. So it's just as well we've done this. I think I was on borrowed time there. Right, now time to transfer the marks from one belt to the other, and then we'll get the fresh belt fitted. Right, that's the tension I've done on this side, so I'll just pull the locking tool out. Bish, bash, bosh. And I'll do the 2 revolutions just to make sure that everything's okay this side before I move onto the other cam belt, which is on this side. There's my 2 revolutions done, and my marks line up nicely between the cams, and we'll go. And then the 2 dots on the rib down there, spot on. So now I've just got to do the VVC belt, so I think I'll just double check by having a little look at the manual. Time for the performance air filter. Oh man! Oh! So in the noise, I'm trying to make a video here. Right, you'll probably not be able to hear us because Baz has been a right ignorant twat. But all this side's all together now. I can't do this side until I get the engine mount, which I'm gonna have to go for in a minute. So in the meantime, I've got a present that's just tipped up.
Oh, look at that.
That's my eBay name. Is it? Oh, it's only a decat pipe.
Mushlick, decat pipe.
Class. We're decatting the Rover BRM. I got all excited there. I haven't got an engine mount, which means I can't lift the car up, which means I can't fit this yet. I have to go and get an engine mount. Oh, cam belt done on the VVC. It was actually pretty simple, to be honest. I thought it was going to be a bit more difficult. The hardest bit is always the fact that you've never done one before. I could do in like an 18T one very, very quickly, and I wouldn't have to look at any manuals, marks, nothing. Simple as that. So it's just because it's a different car. Andy's done thousands of them, so it's just as well I had him in my corner giving his pointers. But I'm just heading off now in the van to see if I can get a new engine mount, because obviously Spence with his heavy hands yesterday broke the driver's side engine mount. It's just like that is our Spencer. So I'll go and see if I can get an engine mount, and hopefully I'll be able to wrap this up today, which will be pretty cool. Haha, engine mount. Direct from an MG Rover breakers, and it's a genuine Rover bit as well. Who would have thought that? Right on my doorstep, I can get a hold of an engine mount on a Saturday. It's balmy. I can get this on now, which means I can get the car finished. Ready, decat, take two. Oh, car's back together now. Let's give it a start. Woohoo! Let that warm up, and I think we'll go for a little spin. Wow! Who would have thought a simple service would make such a difference? Woo! Well, not just a simple service, obviously. We've decatted it. It's now got a performance pipe across air filter. It sounds really cool. It's got that typical K series. Oh, it sounds brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And the original spark plugs that were in there, they weren't in very tight, so the cylinder sealing would have been absolutely crap, but now the cylinder sealing's really good, so this picks up much better. I thought this was really cool, but now, woo, it's really, really cool. Oh, and what about that cam belt tensioner, eh? Head gasket would have been the least of me worries. Not that the head gasket's going, by the way. It's very, very strong, this engine. Really, really cool. But yeah, I think that'll do for this one. So I've done a full service, engine oil, filter, gearbox oil, spark plugs, full cam belt kit, tensioner, water pump. Oh, what else? A fuel filter. I've done a decat pipe. It's got a pipe across panel air filter, so now it screams. It's really, really cool, this car. I really like it. I hope you do too. It puts a big smile on my face, and you just got to get past the fact that it's a Rover, you know what I mean? It's a really, really cool car. So there's loads more to do on this car, but there's also loads of stuff to do on the Lupo and that as well, and we've got remapping stuff to do as well, so stay tuned for all that. Anyway, stuff up from Nicholas. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I really do appreciate it, and as always, thanks for watching.